Sunday reflection. Third Sunday in ordinary time. A man took his entire family to the farm every day throughout the farming season. His older sons often wondered why their father insisted on bringing everyone, including the youngest, a 6-year-old who, in their eyes, was too small to be useful. Each morning, the father would even lift the little one up so he could open the farm gate. One day, the family arrived only to discover they had forgotten the keys. The house was hundreds of kilometers away, and there was no way to enter. As they stood in frustration, the 6-year-old slipped through a small hole in the wall at the back of the farmhouse and opened the emergency exit from inside. As the adults walked in, the father simply said, "You see, everyone is important after all." Just as that father saw a purpose for every member of his family, Jesus demonstrates in today's gospel that he calls people not for their status, but for their potential. "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of people." With these words, he presents a call of 4 disciples, Simon and Andrew, James and John. Jesus chose fishermen. Why? Because they possessed the very qualities he desired in his disciples. The qualities of a fisherman. First, patience. A fisherman knows how to wait. He cannot force the fish to bite. He must remain steady and calm. Likewise, the follower of Christ must resist the temptation to demand quick results. God works in his time, not ours. Second, perseverance. A fisherman is never discouraged by an empty net. He casts again and again. So, too, the disciple must continue the work of the gospel even when progress seems invisible. Third, courage. A fisherman faces storms, deep waters, and unpredictable winds. The follower of Christ must also be willing to face resistance, misunderstanding, and the cost of speaking truth with love. Fourth, discernment of the right moment. A wise fisherman knows when to cast and when to wait. The disciple must learn when to speak and when silence will speak more powerfully. Fifth, adaptability. A fisherman chooses the right bait for the right fish. The disciple of Christ understands that not every heart is reached in the same way. The gospel is one, but the paths to the human heart are many. Lastly, humility. A fisherman knows the catch is not merely his own achievement. It depends on the unseen fish, the water, and a bit of grace. He must keep himself from becoming the obstacle. So, too, the true preacher does not draw attention to himself, but directs every gaze toward Christ. Our mission is not self-promotion, but Christ's proclamation. The response of these 2 sets of brothers is astonishing in its simplicity and its radical nature. Simon and Andrew immediately left their nets, their livelihood. Simon and Andrew immediately left their nets, their livelihood. James and John left not only their nets, but also their father, their relationships and security. They stepped out of their comfort zones. They allowed Jesus to reorder their priorities. What is a net or the boat? The symbol of our own security, routine, or self-reliance. That Christ is asking us to leave behind to follow him more closely today. What Christ desires from us is not our ability, but our availability. May the Lord make us true followers, patient, persevering, courageous, discerning, adaptable, and humble. May we recognize that each of us has a purpose in God's plan. May we keep our eyes fixed on Christ, and may our lives reveal Christianity in action. Amen.